Keep the recording going. Let's start off with a nice little jog for our warm up. And then go ahead and do some jumping jacks. Get that body warmed up, increasing your heart rate here. And then from a standing position, alternate opposite hand to toe. Try to keep that leg nice and straight as you stretch the backside of your leg, lengthening out those hamstrings. One more on each side. And then from a standing position, nice hip opener over to a side lunge. Chin and chest stays lifted as you come into that side lunge, really sticking your bum back towards the wall behind you. Let's do one more on each side. And then coming low to a squat, toes side turned out, feet are wider than your shoulders, arms up by your side. Reach down, tapping the opposite inside ankle. Keeping it going here. Do one more on each side. And then staying low in your squat, arms forward in a windmill motion. Chest stay with the shoulders stacked over your hips. And then reverse the direction. Chest remains lifted, opening up those shoulders. Slightly hinge forward the waist. Open and close. You're giving yourself a nice big hug and then squeeze your shoulder blades back. Few more just like this. Keeping it going. Still moving. Very nice. And then come on down to a runner's lunge. Right knee forward, pressing into your right knee, opening up your left hip. And then straighten the leg back. Flexing that right foot. Keeping it going. Knee point, flex the toes. And then just switching sides when you're ready. Taking a big step forward with your left foot, opening up your right hip here. All right, and then straighten the leg. A point, flex the toes. And then come on up to a standing position. Rolling your shoulder blades back, rolling them forward. I get my timer set up here. For some reason it's canceled on my iPad. All right. And stretching out anything else that you need to. Core remains nice and engaged. All right, let's go ahead and get started with our class. All right, first up we have is just jumping jacks to a steel jack. Timer has begun. All right, jumping jack to a steel jack. So arms forward, arms overhead, just alternating. Always an option to take out that hop and just step from side to side. Core remains engaged, keeping it going. Still going. We have 19 moves. We're going to be doing them 2 times each, 1 second on the clock. Still going. Whether you have that hop or you're just stepping from side to side, alternating arms forward, arms overhead, core remains engaged. Still going. Nice straight arms. Keeping it going. Last, and then we have the option to grab our light center weight for burpees. And 5, 3, 2, and 1. To the top of your area, we have a half burpee that comes into an oblique crunch. So stepping or hopping your feet up, coming back up, 4 punches, coming back down, stepping or hopping. So you're coming into that half burpee or catcher's burpee. If you're stepping your feet, just making sure that you're alternating which foot comes forward and backwards first. Core remains engaged, keeping it going. Still going, still moving. You got this. Almost there. Half burpee, stepping or hopping. Chest stays lifted as you come to that pitcher's stance. Staying low in that squat. 4 punches forward. Last 3, 2, and 1. So I come up to a standing position. From here, we're just doing lateral lunge reaches as we reach the same arm in the opposite direction. Of course, you can take out that hop, standing from side to side, keeping it going. Trying to figure out this sound here. I want you all to be able to hear this. All right. Still going. Halfway there. Really reaching that arm to the opposite direction. Still going. Core remains engaged. Beautiful work all across the screen, working so hard. Super early this Monday, way to start the week. Still going. Last 10. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. There we go. Coming low to a squat. We have 4 low squat jacks. Stay low, knees wide, elbows wide. And then we have 4 knee taps. Same elbow, same knee. Keep it going. Trying to stay super low as you squat and your jacks. And then 4 low oblique reaches. Same elbows, same knee. Elbows wide behind the head. Chest remains lifted. More than halfway through this move. You got it. Almost there. Chest stays lifted. 4 low squat jacks. Elbows wide. 4 oblique crunches. Last 10. Spin and moving. Beautiful work. Last 3, 2, and 1. Using the weights, place them together in front of you. We have a lunge with a chop. The same leg that goes back. Arms are going to go back towards that leg. Chest stays lifted. Option to step it out here. You can also add that hop switch. Doing what you can today. Chest remains lifted. Really swinging those arms down and back. Still going. Front knee stays tracking over your toes. Core remains engaged. You got this. Less than 20 seconds to go. Alternating reverse lunge. Adding in that chop. Keeping it going for 5. Last 3, 2, and 1. Weight still in your hands. Now we have skaters. So opposite hand taps down as the same leg comes to a low curtsy as you keep that leg covering. Trying to step wider. Trying to add that hop. Maybe taking further behind you. You can always set the weights down if you're using them. Or pick them up if you're not using them. Doing what you can. Keeping it going. Stepping or hopping. Maybe making that step wider. Maybe increasing the speed here. Maybe taking that leg further back behind you. Reaching your front hand down. Maybe you tap your toes. Maybe your knees, reaching for whatever you can this morning. Last 10. Keeping it going. 2, and 1. Come back to a standing position. Elbows in by your sides. 3/4 bend your elbows. We have a reverse fly with alternating leg step back. So you set the leg back, straighten that leg. Slightly hinging forward at your waist. Chest remains lifted. Reverse fly. Think about squeezing your shoulder blades together as you draw the arms back around your body. Still going. We may pick up the pace. Keeping it going. Core remains engaged. Chest stays lifted, belly hinging forward at your hips. Almost there. Keeping it going. We're gonna come onto the floor, laying onto our bum in 10. You got this. Push through. Almost there. Reverse fly with alternating reverse step back for 2 and 1. Set the waist down if you have them. Come onto your bum. Hands facing towards your bum. Lift your feet up. Alternate opposite hand, opposite toe. Trying to keep your hips lifted. Adding that little tricep dip as you set the foot down. Core remains engaged. Gaze is forward, just above your knees. Maybe you watch your hand tap your toe. Maybe you're tapping your ankle, you're showing your knee, reaching for whatever you can this morning. Doing what you can. Remembering why you woke up super early. Working so hard. You got this. 20 seconds to go. Keeping it going. A little crab tap, opposite hand, opposite toe. For 10. Still going. Still moving. Beautiful work for 5. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come on over to the front side into a high plank. Wrists are under your shoulders. We have mountain climbers. Just drawing the same knee toward the same elbow. Gaze between your thumb and your forearm. You can stay on your tippy toes. Always an option to also come to your knees with your knees under your hips. Still drawing your same knee up to your same elbow. You can also lean diagonally against the wall. Still drawing that knee up towards your same elbow. Core remains engaged. Whether you are in a high plank, tabletop, or lean diagonally against the wall, doing what you can today. Gaze remains down between your forearms. Core is engaged. High plank, tabletop, or leaned against the wall for 12. Core is engaged. Last 10. Maybe pick up the pace. Add that little hop. You got it. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come on up to standing. Come to the back of your area. Arms overhead. We're going to walk out to an inchworm. As you come to that high plank, alternating leg lift, core is engaged, and then walking back. Arms reach up, and then repeating the whole thing again, walking your hands out, alternating which leg starts and ends. Core remains engaged. Keeping it going here, walking all the way up to a high plank, alternating single leg lift, and then walking back. Really grounding your feet into the floor as you walk your hands forward and back. Almost there. Keeping it going. We're going to grab those little weights in 10. Still going. Last 5. Finish up wherever you're at. If you're there, grab those weights if you're using them. And we have lateral ski down from side to side. Elbows stay close into your body. Feet remain close together. And just moving from side to side. Imagine you're skiing down a mountain. Really swinging those elbows. Working those shoulders. Working those triceps. Feet remain parallel to one another. Keeping it going. More than halfway there. Maybe pick up the pace. Maybe swing your hips from side to side. Maybe more to 180-degree turn. Beautiful work. Keeping it going. Lateral ski downs, really swinging the elbows. Feet remain parallel. Less than 10 to go. Still going, still moving for 3, 2, and 1. From here, left foot remains on the floor. We're going to tap down both hands. Coming up, same knee drive. So that right foot remains lifted off the floor. Of course, you can always tap it down if you'd like. Maybe you tap the floor in front of your left toes. Drawing that right leg back and then knee up to the ceiling. Just that right leg stays covering the whole time. Keeping it going. Really challenging yourself. A little bit of core work here. Almost there. You can also always keep that right foot on the ground as you tap the floor and then come up to a knee drive with that right knee, doing what you can today. Almost there. We're gonna switch sides in 5. Last 3, 2, shake it out. Ground the right foot into the ground. Tap the floor, left knee comes up. Maybe you add that hop. You can also just come to standing with a knee drive. Just the left leg is moving. You can also always keep that left foot grounded and then lifting it up to the knee drive as you bring your upper body upright. Keeping it going, doing what you can today. Halfway there. Gaze remains forward, allowing you to keep your balance. Chest is lifted with the hop. Keeping it going. With or without that hop. With or without keeping that left leg lifted. In 7, we're going to come onto the floor. With or without your weight. Last 2. All right, come on down to the floor, laying onto your back. We have bicycle crunches. You can have your elbows wide behind your head. You can also have your elbows into your side. Chin is tucked. And then extending your arms with the same leg with your weighted bicycles. Palms stay facing in. Keeping your shoulders lifted. Maybe try and lift them an inch or 2 higher. Yes, you can. Still going. Still moving. Whether you have those weighted arms, same arm, same leg, or elbows wide, drawing in your opposite elbow to your opposite knee. Doing what you can today. Almost there, 20 seconds to go. Then we're gonna flip it on over for a low plank. Keep it going. Moving your legs, shoulders lifted higher, lower back pressed into the ground. Legs coming to the lowest possible diagonal. Covering those legs for 3, 2, and 1. Touch your waist aside if you had them. Come to your low plank, onto your forearms, so you remain hip width apart and parallel. Cross back behind you. From here, we have 4 jacks. And then alternating, single arm forward, back to 4 jacks. Core remains engaged. Keeping it going. Still going, still moving. Option to keep it here in the low plank. You can also draw your knees in and alternating tapping. And then extend the arms forward. More of a dolphin pose if you're on your knees. Keeping it going, doing what you can today. Core remains engaged. Stepping or hopping with your plank jacks. Single arm forward. Almost there. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. Finish up where you're at. Come on up to standing. Option to grab a set of light weights if you like. Either wider than your hips, toes are probably turned out. We have alternating lateral lunge to a low squat to reach through. So you're reaching opposite hand to opposite toe, low squat, reach under and through. Keeping it going, keeping it moving. My hair does not want to stay put this morning. You got this. Still moving, alternating lateral lunge. Your feet do not move. Maybe tapping your toes, maybe tapping wider than your toes. Still going, low squat, reaching your hands under and through your body. Almost there. Maybe staying a little bit lower in your squat, reaching your hands further through. Last 5. Finishing up wherever you're at, come back to standing, elbows are in towards your thighs. We have a curtsy lunge with a tricep extension, alternating which side for the curtsy. Chest stays lifted. You can pick up the pace if you'd like. Core remains engaged. Elbows stay lifted. So think keeping your elbows nice and high and just bending and extending at the elbows, not letting those elbows come down towards your hips. Halfway there. Beautiful work. Looking so strong. Chest stays lifted. 20 seconds to go. Almost there. Really coming low in that curtsy. Tricep extensions. Elbows stay lifted. Last 7. 5, 3, 2, and 1. Feet are wide in your hips and shoulders. Elbows wide behind your head. Opposite elbow to knee. Opposite hand to toe. Keeping it going. You can add a little hop if you'd like in between. Still going. Still moving. You can also add a squat in between. Doing whatever you can today. Moving your body. Keep it going. Almost there. Keeping it going. Last 15. 10. 7. Last 3, 2, and 1. Set the weights down. Come onto your knees. From here, hands are under your shoulders. Touch your toes, hovering your shins to a bear crawl. We have 4 jacks. Keeping the feet hip width. Pike the hips up to a down dog. 4 jacks. So just alternating, knees hovering. Bear crawl jack for 4. And then pike your hips up. 4 down dog jacks. Keeping it going. Almost there. You got this. Alternating bear crawl jack to down dog jack. 3 are coming up after this. Power through. Last 10. See how many you can do of each in 10 seconds. Maybe going for speed. Last 2 and 1. Go ahead and come on down to your knees. Maybe grab a sip of water. Keeping it going. Just breathing here. Catch your breath. So now you know all the moves. We're gonna do the same thing all again, 1 time each. Fun stuff, right? You got this. Still breathing. Catch your breath. Still got 30 seconds to go. Almost there. I know y'all are so excited. Start the whole thing over again. This time, if you didn't try the weight, maybe try adding the weight. Really challenging yourself. All right. Everyone ready to start again? First, we have the jumping jack with field jack, alternating arms overhead, arms forward. Grab a weight if you want. Don't grab a weight. Do whatever you can today. All right. Let's get the party started. Let the fun begin. All right. Alternating field jacks to overhead jacks. Timer has begun. Core is engaged. Maybe add that hop the entire time for every move this round. Arms straight forward, arms straight overhead. Stepping or hopping, doing what you can. Almost there. Keeping it going. Hand lifted off your chest, shoulders relaxed. Still going, light on your toes, laying on the ball of your feet each time. Keeping it going. Core is engaged. Nice straight arms forward and overhead. Less than 10 to go. You got this. And then grabbing those weights for our half burpee. And 3, 2, and 1. Grab those weights, come to the top of your area. Low squat, stepping or hopping to your burpee. Stay in that low squat. 4 punches out in front. Keeping it going. If you're stepping, Be sure to make sure that you're alternating which leg comes forward and backwards first. Core remains engaged. Still going. Chest is lifted. The neck catcher's burpee. When you come low in that squat, knees are tracking out over your toes. Keeping it going. So close. Last 10. Yes, you can. Last 7. 3, 2, and 1. Come on up to standing. Alternating lateral lunges with a reach. Same arm, same leg. But extending opposite directions. Really feeling that stretch all along the side body as you reach that arm up overhead. Keeping it close in towards your bicep, ear towards your bicep. Still going. Beautiful work. Way to earn this workout this morning. Still going. Still moving. Of course, at any time if you need to take a breather, grab some water, feel free to do so. Last 10. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. Feet come close into your body, arms in close for a low squat jack. Staying low, elbows stay wide, elbows wide. Same elbow, same knee, oblique crunches. Chest remains lifted the whole time. Landing soft on your feet. Keeping it going. Still going. Still moving. I feel like this song has been on forever. I'm gonna go ahead and go to the next one. 4 low squat jacks, 4 oblique crunches, less than 20 seconds to go. You got this. Staying low in that squat. Don't let your bum lift up. Elbows wide. Same elbow, same knee for 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and bring your hands to heart center with both of your weights. Reverse lunge, eyeing in the chop. Bringing your arms back towards the bent back knee. Core remains engaged. Really twisting with your obliques. Watch with your shoulders. Think really squeezing out your ribs with a sponge as you engage that core. Weaving the base of your feet as you bring that leg back. Chest remains lifted. Arms close into each other, whether you're using a weight or not. Keeping it going. Still going. Still moving. Reverse lunge. Adding in that wood chop for bonus oblique work for 10. Last 7. Then we have skater coming up next. And 3, 2, and 1. Options still have those weights. We have opposite hand, opposite toe tap as the same leg presses back behind you. Keeping that back leg to a hover. Maybe kicking it further back. Keeping a soft bend and your standing knee. Keeping it going. Maybe going for a wider hop. Still moving. Doing what you can today. Maybe trying to reach for the floor. Reach for your ankle, your shin, your knee, whatever you can today. Still going. Almost there. You got this. Working so hard this morning for 10. Skaters from side to side. Last 5, 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead, come on upright. Show us those weights if you're using them. Elbows into your side, palms facing forward. We have a reverse step back with a reverse fly. Chest remains lifted. Gaze is forward. Just a slight bend of your hips. So we're not completely bent so it'll hurt your back. We're not completely upright because we want to get that extension in your back leg. Keeping the soft bend in the elbows. Thinking about squeezing your elbows back behind you. Maybe you think they can touch. Maybe they can touch. Really squeezing your shoulder blades together. Chest is lifted. Gaze is forward. Just tapping back to the ball of your foot. Alternating right to left, left to right. Keeping it going. We're going to come onto the floor in 7. Still going. For 3, 2, and 1. Set your weight gently down. Come onto the floor, onto your bum. Fingertips facing towards your feet. Lift your hips up. From here, extend your opposite arm, opposite leg. Maybe they tap. Maybe they just come close. Adding that tiny tricep extension by bending your elbows as you place your hands back to the floor before lifting your other foot and other hand. Keeping it going. Core is engaged. Hand is lifted off of your chest, keeping your shoulders from touching your ears, not scrunching up your shoulders. Nice and relaxed. Just moving your leg up, opposite hand back. For 15. Keeping it going. Still going. Still moving. Almost there. Core is engaged. Glutes not touching the floor. Press everything down. Flip it on over for a mountain climber in a high plank, tabletop, or lean diagonally against the wall. Hands are under your shoulders. Gaze between your thumb and your pinky. And just draw your knee up to your elbow. Same knee, same elbow. Nice flat back whether you're in the high plank, whether you're in the tabletop, or lean diagonally against the wall. Doing what you can. Maybe going for speed, maybe slowing it down. Last time doing it in this class this morning. You can. 20 seconds to go. Mountain climbers and a high plank, tabletop, or lean against the wall. Any variation, doing what you can for 5. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come on up to standing. Come to the back of your area. We have inchworm, arms overhead. Arms to your feet. Walk your hands out. Coming all the way back to that high plank. Alternating single leg lift. Nice straight legs. And then walk your hands back. Arms reach up. Repeating the whole thing again. Walk your hands out. Coming to that high plank. Wrists are under your shoulders. Extend the legs up. And then walking back. Keep it going here. Doing what you can. You got this. Core is engaged. As you lift the leg, keeping those hips completely still, parallel to one another, facing down towards the mat. Last 10. Time to finish one more. Squeeze that last one in there. All right, coming on up. Option to grab those weights. We have lateral ski downs, elbows into your thighs, your hip width apart and parallel. Swinging from side to side. Really swinging those arms. Moving your hips from side to side. Feet stay hip width and parallel. They're facing the same direction. Not toes out, not toes in. Keep it going. Just moving from side to side. Almost there. You got this. Still going. Still moving. Skiing down that mountain from side to side. Almost there. Last 10. Obviously, maybe we're doing cross-country skiing because we're swinging our arms so much, but not moving from side to side. Last 1. Go ahead and keep that right foot grounded into the ground. We have a toe reach to a standing knee drive. Just that left leg moves. Feel free to add in that hop if you'd like as you come to standing. You can also keep that left foot down as you tap your right toes, doing what you can today. Going. Slow it down as much as you need to. Almost there. 20 seconds to go on this side. And we're going to switch. Just tapping the right toes. And then left knee comes up with or without that hop. Last 7. Engage. And then ground that left foot into the ground. Tapping your front left toes. And then drawing your right knee up. And then kicking that right leg back as you extend your arms down towards your left toes. You can also take out that hop. You can also keep that right foot grounded as you tap your toes, and then drawing the right knee up. With or without that hop. Doing what you can today. Still going. Still moving. 20 here. Then we're going to come onto the floor for our bicycle crunches. Keeping it going. Doing what you can today. Right knee drive to a toe tap. Last 3, 2, and 1. Come on down to the floor, laying onto your back. Curling your chin to your chest. With your weights, bicycle crunches. You can have weighted palms facing one another, same leg, same arm. You can also do a traditional bicycle with your elbows wide behind your head, trying to tap your opposite elbow to opposite knee. Maybe lifting your shoulders an inch or two higher off the floor. Keep it going. Maybe bringing your legs closer to the ground as you extend them long, straight, in opposite directions. Keeping it going. 20 seconds to go. You got this. Just little bicycles. Same arm, same leg, or elbows wide. Trying to tap opposite elbow, opposite leg. For 7. Last 3, 2, and 1. Go ahead and set the weights off to the side gently. Flip it on over to the front side of your body. Come into a low plank on your forearm. Gaze between your forearms. See your hip width apart and parallel. We have from here. Extend the arm out long, alternating which arm extends out long. To 4 low plank jacks. And then extend the arm out in front. 4 low plank jacks. You can do this from a low plank. You can also draw your knees in, knees under your hips, throw on your forearms, extend your arms out. And then just tiny taps, alternating which side. And your dolphin bear. Keeping it going, core remains engaged. Almost there, 10 seconds to go. Whether you're in that high plank or dolphin bear, alternating forward arm raise to 4 jacks. Coming on up to standing, grabbing those weights. Feet are wide on your hips and shoulders. Alternating lateral lunge to a low squat to reach through. Really reaching your arms under and through your body. Keeping it going. Imagine there's someone behind you and you're trying to reach for something that you really want, something that's super important to you. Still going. As you reach your arms to opposite foot, thinking about extending your opposite arm up towards the ceiling. That low squat and then reaching under and through. Keeping it going. Alternating lateral lunge, reach to a low squat to reach under and through. Last 10. Keep it going. Last 3. And 1. Go ahead and come up to standing, finishing up wherever you're at. Elbows close into your side, palms facing forward. We have that curtsy lunge. Do a tricep extension. Elbows stay lifted. Most important thing, really drawing those elbows up. Elbows remain lifted up nice and high. Trying to lift them even higher than before. Keeping it going. Still going, still moving. Alternating curtsy lunge with a tricep extension. Bend your sitting at your elbows. Almost there. 20 seconds to go. Yes, you can. We are so close. Last 10. Nice curtsy lunges. Nice tricep extensions for 5. Last 2. And 1. Come to standing feet are wider than your hips. Actually keep the weights in your hands. We're gonna do a squat this time. Opposite elbow to knee squat. Opposite hand to toe. And then switching sides. Really challenging yourself here. Chest stays lifted. Imagine trying to sit your bum back to a chair behind you. Opposite elbow to knee, opposite hand to toe, and switching sides. Adding that super low squat in between. Halfway there. You have less than 90 seconds of work remaining. Keep it going. So close. Last 7. Finish up wherever you're at. Set your weights off to the side. Come on down to the floor. Hands are under your shoulders. Knees are under your hips. Tuck your toes, hovering your shins to that bear crawl. From here, forward jack. Feet can be wide or hip width. Pike your hips up or down dog jack. And then bring the knees to a hover or bear crawl jack. And then hips lift or down dog. So you have 4 jacks, alternating between a bear crawl with your shins hovering to a down dog with your hips lifted. 20 seconds to go. You got this. Nice stretch coming up after this. Almost there. Last 10. Keeping it going. Last 2 and 1. Gently bring your knees down to the carpet or your mat. Extend your arms out long in front of you. Nice puppy dog. Hips stay lifted. Maybe placing your chin or your forehead on the floor. Actually, keep it here. You can also bend your elbows, clasping your hands behind the nape of your neck for a nice tricep stretch. Really stretching those triceps. You have the arms bent, release your arms back to straight. Coming up to a tabletop position, hands are on your shoulders, knees are on your hips, doing a few cat-cows here with your breath. And then with a flat back, tucking your toes, bring your hands to palm print forward, and then lifting your hips up, coming to a down dog, and pedaling your heels right to left, left to right. Keeping both heels lifted, lower heels over to the right side, enjoying that stretch all along the deep side body. Lift your heels again, lowering them over to the left side this time. And lifting your heels one more time down to the center. And then slowly and gently walking your hands back towards your feet, just letting your neck hang nice and generous, not straining your neck. Maybe shake your head yes, maybe shake your head no. You can also clasp opposite elbows with the soft bend and knees swaying side to side for a lower back release. And gently release your hands down towards the floor, gently rolling up slowly one vertebrae at a time. Roll your shoulder blades back and forward, nice big deep breath. One more for good luck on this beautiful Monday morning. Awesome work, everyone. Thank you so much. Thank you for joining me. I know Ellen misses you all. She will be back. She's had to go into the office today. Thanks all. My name is Amanda. Again, if you have any questions,